Hello. I'm hoping the drink makes it look slightly more aesthetically pleasing. Should we catch up? You know what? I thought I would just get my camera out. It took me a while, didn't it? I just thought I'd get my camera out, and it has been ages since I vlogged in this bedroom. I started vlogging 7 years ago, actually, in this bedroom. You can see it on my channel. It's there. And I just thought, we are going to Disney World in 3 months. And in preparation for Disney World, we start rewatching our vlogs. And I spent a lot of time on YouTube at the moment, looking at our old vlogs. I feel like someone's at the door, should I ignore them? A lot of time on YouTube at the moment, looking at our old vlogs and kind of reliving those moments. And then I thought, I might just do a cheeky bedroom vlog, just as a, if anyone is out there that is still watching my vlogs that just never appear. I think I literally had one vlog last year where me and my mum went to Italy. If you're still out there and you're interested in how life has changed, I'm about to tell you. So it's this vlog is just a little bit of an update of what's going on in our world at the moment. And yeah, I just fancied a chit chat. This isn't hot, by the way. Where do I start? I fully work for myself now. I quit my job in December, selling carpets, and I am fully working for myself, self-employed, as a wedding videographer, and I love it. I have never felt so happy in my life of just working for myself, and Alfie should be behind me, by the way. Just so that you wake up and you just know that you're your own boss, and it's something that I worked towards since I filmed my first wedding in 2021, and it was my friend Fabian's wedding, and then the following year I did 5 free weddings and 2 paid weddings, and then in 2023 it all kind of started to very slowly start. I thought, hang on, I could definitely make a living out of this, so I had in my mind from 2023 that I was going to quit and go full time in 2025. And I did it. And here we are. So 3 months in, I'm surrounded by some really, really lovely wedding suppliers, photographers. They kind of have my back, and I'm so thankful for them as well. I'm not going to name any because there's genuinely just too many of them, but if they are watching this, which I don't know, I think this is kind of like a secret thing that I do, you know who you are, and you're very much making a transition from employed to self-employed just the easiest decision and the best decision I ever made. So yes, I fully work for myself now, and I have 36 weddings this year. Bear in mind, I did 25 weddings last year with a full-time job Monday to Friday. And I went to Italy and filmed a wedding, dragged my mum there, because obviously I don't like flying. Just having the best time. This year's weddings are very around the lakes, which is where I live, so the Lake District. Whereas next year's weddings, I've already got one in York, I've got one in Menorca, possibly another one in Menorca. So I feel like next year's going to be a bit of a travelling work with weddings, and bring it on. This is one reason why I started filming weddings, because I always like to travel, and if I can incorporate work with travel with work, amazing. And also I just get so much more time to spend with Leon. So much more time. I spent 6 years selling carpets, and everybody who would ask what I do and I would say I'm a carpet salesman, you would just see the same expression across their face, thinking, like, what the are you doing in carpets? So since my last vlog, the Italy vlog, I'm married. Been with Leon 12 years in September this year, and we decided, well, he proposed to me Christmas Eve 2020, and life kind of got in the way, and then we just stopped making excuses, and we eloped up the lakes at one of my favourite hotels. It's like a cute little country cottage. We wanted Alfie to be there, who's behind me. So it was me, Leon, our dog Alfie, and my mum, and it was one of the most special days ever. So if you are thinking, your family might not like it, but if you're thinking about eloping, I would say do it. Like, personally, from a work perspective, I love filming big weddings, but they're not for everybody, and they weren't for me and Leon. We just wanted to spend the time just us two. So we got married at it's like 11 o'clock, I think, 11 o'clock. We then had afternoon tea, had some pictures, had afternoon tea, got in the car, drove down to Manchester Airport, stayed at the Radisson Blu at Terminal 2, shocker, and then we flew to New York the day after for like a week. So we spent the money on the holiday, on the honeymoon. And you know what, I'd do it again. We are, as I mentioned at the beginning of this vlog, we are going back to Disney World. I think we'll always go back to Disney World. We are some more Disney gays. I know the world doesn't need more Disney gays, but we are the Disney gays heading back to Walt Disney World. And we are heading back there in July. We're going in July because, and I never thought I'd go to Disney in July, to be fair, because of the heat. But we're going back because Leon is now going to be 30, and it's crazy because we've been together since he was like 18. We're getting old. I've been warned that it's going to be hot, and we normally go in May or September, October. And the last time we went was 2022, and obviously when we went 3 years ago, it was at the back end of September, beginning of October, and we got hit by the hurricane. Well, the holiday was affected by Hurricane Ian, which again has kind of made us not want to go back to Coronado Springs this time. And because it's special for Leon as well, with it being his 30th, so we wanted to do something a bit different. So we're staying for 14 nights, and we are staying at Port Orleans, French Quarter. Somewhere I've always wanted to stay. He has actually stayed there once, but I've always wanted to stay there. And we've stayed, I don't know whether you heard that, my dog just sighed at me. We've stayed at Riverside. So I've been 4 times, stayed at Riverside once, and 3 times at Coronado Springs. I love Coronado Springs, but I do think you can get sucked into definitely the attractive price point if you are wanting to stay at a moderate resort. Because Leon always tells me, you almost get a moderate resort. No, hang on. You get like a deluxe resort at a moderate price, or it's a moderate resort at a value price. I've just grabbed my camera and I thought I would. I bet you haven't missed this. I think that's what the saying is. Do you know, at this point, who cares? I think it might be pretty much it. We're still in the same house that we've tried to sell so many times, but because I've now gone self-employed, we can't physically sell the house until next April, because when you're self-employed, you have to make a certain amount for tax purposes and mortgage purposes, and we have to wait until April next year. But it's fine because we have each other, we have our health, and we're lucky enough that we actually own our house as well. So I can't complain. Alfie is now nearly 10 years old, and he has had like 3 operations in the last year, so we're trying to remain calm. They are pretty mundane operations, and he is still crazy. The first one was we found a few lumps on his leg, which turned out to be fat lumps, and that was the first operation in his life that he had. And then it's really common, because spring is spring, that their cruciate ligaments go, Like, apparently we have them in our knees as well. It's like an ACL joint. So we had to go through cruciate ligament surgery, which is, if there's any vets or veterinarians out there, it's a TPLO surgery. Not cheap. So luckily we had insurance for the first time, and then they just don't cover the second leg. You buy one, you don't get another one within the 12 months, and it's really common that the other knee goes, and of course it went within a few months. So we always joke that we have spent a lot of money buying Alfie's legs in the last 12 months. But you smile through it, because we're okay. Like, there's genuinely nothing to complain about. The last thing I'd probably say is, literally like a year ago, or no, 2 years ago in July, we get together in July for family reasons, and I remember saying to my mum, you know, I'm on track with everything. I'm really happy with where things are going, but I want to kind of do something in the fitness world. I know I want to teach something. I don't know what it is yet. And I think if you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, this is pretty much all I post at the moment. Either my dog, my weddings, or Zumba. And I now teach Zumba literally about 3 times a week. Twice at a gym, the same gym, and then also I will tell you, I spent £1,500 on like gym mirrors that have wheels for a haul, because I like to, I think you have to spend money to get it back. So it was a speculate to accumulate situation. And I've nearly been doing that since July as well, in the hall, but I've been doing Zumba since January last year. And I love it, and the amount of people that come to my class, and you have to be a good listener as well, because I think for that hour you make people happy and it's crazy. But then towards the end, when everyone's saying bye, some people come up and confide in you as well, and almost, I don't want it to sound negative where people are telling you their problems, but it's quite nice that I can listen to what's going on in people's lives, and sometimes be a shoulder to cry on as well. So it's nice. I'm surrounded by some very nice, positive things at the moment. I think that's it. I genuinely have nothing else to say except got married, quit my job, now teach Zumba. There was a fourth one, wasn't there? We still live here. Alfie has got bionic legs. Yeah. I don't know what is happening with when I vlog. I really don't. And I don't put pressure on myself anymore to do it. When we went to New York in October, we took disposable cameras and my old film camera, and it was so expensive. It was like 200 quid to get them all printed, and half of them had a finger across it, and then some were overexposed or underexposed. Your honeymoon probably wasn't the best time to test that theory, but it was also nice I'm trying to find a balance of living in the moment but also having things to relive. There is a balance, and I'm trying to find it, and I think I want to film Disney in some way, but I don't know what that is. So again, I've done this in the past where I've promised vlogs and it hasn't happened. So just easy breezy. But if a vlog pops up, then it's there, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it. Other than that, as I said, the reason why I'm kind of doing this is because, one, I'd quite like to have things documented. That, as I said, we've kind of gone down a nostalgic route with my channel because we're going to Disney, and so many things I just like to rewatch things back, and it's been really fun. And I know I have had a few private messages just saying, where the hell are your vlogs? Which some have been rude like that, so I've ignored them. But this is mainly to the people that don't say that to me, and you're there if I'm there. So I just want to say hi to you all again, and I don't know when I'll see you again. There may be a vlog this summer, there may not be a vlog this summer. Oh yeah, and also my mum's 60 next year, so there is a trip to New York in February. And I do think I'll be filming that for definite. Been a pleasure. Thank you if you have listened to this. Cheers. Take care of yourselves. Cheers. If you've enjoyed watching, then great. See you soon. Maybe not.